So my name is Mike Dwyer from the University of Buffalo, and it's my tremendous honor today to introduce the moderators who have worked so hard to make this day possible for us all. Before I do that, though, I do see we have a bunch of new and familiar faces. So I would like to just briefly provide a little bit of context about the organizations here. So NAIMS is the North American Imaging and MS Cooperative that was established in 2012 to bring together many institutions and researchers to focus expertise on MS, which I think probably many of us here have in common as a goal. Its work over the last decade has been very broad. It's included new imaging markers, collaborative research projects, and consensus recommendations. And more recently, given the importance of machine learning to artificial intelligence, a subgroup of us have gotten together to try to help the broader NAIMS group leverage these tools as NAIMS-AIMS, the NAIMS Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning subgroup. We're a very open group, so I hope that many of you here will consider joining us for future meetings and workshops and collaborative projects. You can read more about us and join up at NAIMS-AIMS.org. And importantly, this is our first major workshop, so thank you for participating in it. And with that, let me introduce you to the three people who have really made it happen with their tireless work over the last year. I think probably they don't really need any introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway, at least very quickly. Julian Cohen-Haddad here is professor of the Polytechnique Montreal and associate director of the Neuroimaging Functional Unit at the University of Montreal. He has a very long history of contributions to imaging research, and I think we are all in debt to him for his incredible work on the spinal cord toolbox that's probably helped many of us here measure that often neglected part of the CNS. And we hope he continues that. He's worked tremendously in the last months to make this possible. Zung Pham is professor and vice chair for research in the Department of Radiology and Radiological Sciences at the Uniform Service University, with adjunct appointments at Johns Hopkins and in the National Institutes of Health, Radiology and Imaging Department. He has a similarly long list of contributions, a tremendous researcher, and he notably organized the ISBI Longitudinal MS Lesion Challenge. So they both know quite a bit about imaging. Alex Brandt, our third organizer, was until recently a professor at UC Irvine, where he's worked extensively on the optic system and organized the IMS Visual Consortium, which has really been instrumental in helping us research OCT biomarkers. He just recently moved over to industry, so he's not going to take an active role today, but we're certainly in his debt as well for his help organizing this. So again, on behalf of everybody, I really want to thank the speakers, and I want to thank these three organizers who have really stepped up to make this possible. So with that, I will step back and hand it over to Zung to introduce the next part. So Professor Pham, please.